I find that most people end up with usually 3 ponds in their lifetime. They start off small because they don't want to take up too much space in the yard. Then they start to get addicted. They add the more plants, the more fish. They're like, okay, let's go bigger. And then finally it's like, all right, let's build our dream pond. Good morning, everybody. It's Jack from Atlantis Water Gardens. Today we're in Morristown, New Jersey. We've got an existing pond that we built about 8 or 10 years ago. This is about a 7 by 10 pond. It's been here for about 8 or 10 years. Customers here have loved it the whole time, but as is usually the case, they're ready to go bigger. What happens over time is you get excited about your new pond. You start adding more plants to it, more fish. Before you know it, you've outgrown the space. What we're gonna do is remove this entire pond. We're gonna be installing our Tranquility Elite. It's a 10 by 14 footprint with an 8-foot stream. We're gonna start it back in here. One of the biggest things that we want to accomplish is a view from the windows of the house. So when you're looking out, you wanna be able to see that waterfall starting and coming down. So we're gonna turn it this way and bring the stream more to the left here before it drops into the pond. Then we're gonna create a nice shape for our new pond out into the lawn area, connecting with this new flagstone patio that they installed. First step is we're gonna get this pond pumped out, get the fish into holding tanks, remove all the plants, and then start taking out all the rock work, getting ready to carve the new footprint for the pond. The access here is not great, so the homeowner got permission from the neighbor to let us come through their property. So what we're doing is laying down a heavy fabric, then we're gonna plywood the entire thing so that we can come in here with our machines and the trucks. I am excited to see this transformation. Let's get it started.
We've already started a bit of our tear out. We're stockpiling some rocks from the old pond behind us. Totally gonna reshape this pond, add a stream, add a bigger waterfall, upgrade the filtration, upgrade the pump and skimmer, add a bigger fish cave, leave some planting pockets, and plenty of space for the fish and plants that this customer loves, space to grow. This really was overgrown and being overtaken by these plants. So what we need to do is save as much of the plant life as we can, make our new plant pockets, keep those invasive plants tucked back where the machine is over there, and really turn this into a proper functioning and very pleasing aesthetically pond for the homeowner to enjoy. So the plan for this job here is to tear out and reshape and enlarge the old pond into a new 10 by 14 pond with stream and waterfall. So what we're doing here, we are setting and placing our skimmer, because once this is set, this controls our water level and depth for the entire excavation. We need to know where our water level is so we can get 12 inches down for shelf number 1 and then 24 inches down for that bottom shelf. So on any project, whether it be big or small, you have to anticipate you might come across a roadblock or a rock or a giant tree stump, or in this case we have a blown hydraulic line on our mini excavator. So luckily we found a shop close by. We got a new hose, got some new fluid. We're fixing it up now. We'll be back at digging, but check out what we've done so far, even without a machine and just a couple shovels and wheelbarrows. Most of this edge of the pond has been excavated to our depth. You can see the first shelf is dug in, and we've got down here, this is our 24-inch depth. Skimmer set, leveled, got our water height, and we're just digging ourselves back using wheelbarrows to get us up and out of here. But as soon as this machine is fixed, we're gonna fly right through this, get the pond carved out, put in the underlayment, put in the liner, and then we can finally start rocking. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut some fabric for rock pad. We're gonna bring the machine over. We're gonna start getting a couple of these larger rocks set. So we're trying to really keep these curves. We want to accentuate this probably with 1 or 2 of our character boulders on either side to really keep that shape into the pond. Both sides here, so the center will be a little bit more narrow, but then it just flares open going that way and coming towards me. So we're at my favorite part, of course, and that is hooking up our skimmer. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, but creating this watertight seal is probably the most critical part of the installation of this skimmer, because without that seal, we're gonna have water that's leaking all the way around and a very unhappy customer. So taking a little extra time to prepare the surface of the skimmer and cleaning the liner so we've got a nice surface for that silicone to bond is very, very crucial. Components that you will receive are the faceplate. This goes on the inside of the pond, on the outside of the liner. This is what is going to squeeze it to the faceplate. Backing of this faceplate has all of the holes there. It also has the adjustable weird door. So this way it allows us, by simply loosening these 2 screws, to raise and lower this to really fine tune where we want the water level in the pond to be. All right, day 2, we're back. Still lots of work to do, but we got more rocks, we've got gravel, we've got some lights to put in, fish caves, skimmer's already hooked up, but then we got to work our way up the waterfall, through the stream, and then connect up to the biofalls, do some edge work, some outcropping stones, finish this up and get out of here because they're calling for a ton of rain the next couple of days. Most of the pond we have rocked in. We've got the fish cave disguised. We wanted to keep the rock work kind of small and tight so we could really hug these curves as we go around the edges of the pond here. But incorporating a lot of these character boulders really helps add to the overall natural appearance of this pond. So our piping that's going to head up to the biofalls back there. Our conduit pipe that leaves our cord for the pump right coming out of this fitting over here, directly by the outlets that were installed by the electrician. We have completely rocked in the pond. We are working our way up now to the main spillway into the pond from our pooling area and stream. So let me show you what we got going on over here. Brennan and Boley are over here tucking in the streamliner into our pond. This way, water coming out the waterfalls and down the stream, through the pooling area and over that final waterfalls. All that water is going to stay within our liner, and we don't have to do any kind of seaming on those 2 pieces. As long as it's overlapped and the piece underneath comes up higher than where the water level is, no problem. Overlay, we do this all the time. Here we are setting a couple of these larger rocks here. We want to kind of frame out and retain this soil that's basically holding up our stream and the biofalls here behind it. We don't want to stack up too many smaller rocks, build a wall. So we want to use these larger ones to really take up as much space as we can without having that stacked wall look. So using these bigger rocks allows us to create that illusion while also holding back that soil. Then we could have a couple of plant pockets right behind it to further naturalize the overall look. We are rinsing the pond down, finishing our edges. We have got to really flush this out. We've got our holding tank with the customer's fish ready to be transferred back into their new pond. Lots of little finish work here, but we are gonna get this knocked out by lunchtime. This thing will be flowing, so you guys stick around. I'll show you that in just a little bit. she needed a lower pooling area, so we've done a little bit of a beaching effect around this corner, because in a natural river or stream, that's where the smaller stuff will kind of accumulate. As the water comes ripping through that curve, it's going to be pushing that smaller stuff and tumbling it off to the side. So it kind of beaches up on the side here, and then the rest of the water is just going to kind of rush right down to that main waterfall into the pond. And this is kind of critical, because we don't want to see any of the hardware or any of the components used in these features here. So what he's doing is just going to make that disappear and blend in. She's got plans to do planting all around on the side here, all around the edges. But yeah, this thing really, from yesterday until today, really took a nice shape. It's got plenty of water in it. We've already transferred the fish back into it. She's been outside. She's excited for the fish. We're excited for her. So give us a couple more minutes and this thing will be fired up for the first time. Ooh, I hope she likes it.
Is it ready?
Oh, it's ready.
Okay.
Come and check it out.
I have to say, just from looking at it from the house, we're blown away already. So.
All right.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Wow! This is incredible. Usually it's just me sitting back here, so now I know my husband will come because he can sit. We might add some more furniture around here. We may not. We might bring this patio around. I'm not sure, but definitely he will sit out here with me now. And this is a great place for me to come and have a friend come over for tea. And we do have, when the restrictions lift, we do have parties out in the yard. So this will be a place where people will go, congregate, hang out, and talk. I love that you put my plum stone right there where I can see it and step on it, because that used to be a meditation area for me. So I can still do that here. I definitely love how much longer the waterfall is. It's profoundly beautiful.
That's a wrap on this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. We're here every week with a new video showing what we're doing out here. We love what we do. Hope you love it too, and we'll see you on the next one. Factor in some lights, or yeah, Jesus, what's wrong? We've got some rocks in. Why? Jesus Christ. I'm trying here, Jack, but I don't know what's happening.